We start a third unit, functions and storage class. And the first topic is concept of function. We write a program to solve a larger problem. We divide that larger problem into smaller sub-problems and are solved individually to make the program easier. In C programming, this concept is implemented using functions. Functions are used to divide a larger program into smaller subprograms such that the program becomes easy to understand and easy to implement. So, what is function? Function is a self-contained block of statement or statements which is used to perform a specific task. So this is the definition of function. Now what are the benefits of function? Now first benefit, the program will be easier to understand, maintain and debug. Second benefit, reusable codes that can be used in other programs. Third benefit, a large program can be divided into smaller modules or subprograms. Fourth benefit, function can reduce the length of a program. Fifth benefit, function can reduce the size of code. Sixth benefit, function is used to save memory space. Seventh benefit, function is used to improve the readability of code. And eighth benefit is function can be stored in a library and improve the reusability of code. So these are the advantages or benefits of function. Now what are the types of function? Now function consists of two types. First type, library function. Second type, user defined function. Now first type we discuss here, library function. Library functions are predefined, that is built-in function to handle tasks such as mathematical computations, input-output processing, string handling, etc. These functions are present in the C library. Arithmetic functions, string functions, character type functions, input-output functions are example of library functions. Use library functions, it must include corresponding header file using the preprocessor directive #include. For example, to use input-output functions like printf and scanf, must to include stdio.h for arithmetic library function to include math.h. For string library function to include string.h header file should be included. Now some of the examples of arithmetic library functions. The first is sqrt function. The sqrt function computes the square root of a number. The function sqrt takes a single argument and returns the square root. Now this function is defined in math.h header file. Second function is abs function. Abs function returns the absolute value of an integer. The absolute value of a number is always positive. Only integer values are supported. The abs function is defined in the stdlib.h header file. Third example is exp function. Exp function computes the exponential raised to the given argument. The exponential function is defined in math.h header file. Next example is POW function. The POW function is used to find the power of the given number. This function finds x raised to the power of y, that is x to the power of y, Math.h header file supports power function. Now next examples of string library function. The first function is strlen function. This function counts the number of characters in a given string and returns the integer value. Next function is strcmp function. This function is used for comparison of two strings. If the two strings match, this function returns a value 0, otherwise it returns non-zero value. Next string function, strcat function. This function is used for concatenation of two string, means दो string को जोड़ना. Fourth function, strcpy function. This function is used for copying one string to another string. Now these are the string functions. Next is a user defined function. User defined function means user can define their own function for performing any tasks of the program. The main components of user defined functions are: first component is function definition, second component is function declaration, and third component is function call. So we discuss here first component, function definition. Function definition consists of the whole description and code of a function. A function definition consists of two parts. First part, function header, and second part, function body. And this is the general format of function declaration. In this format, the first line in the function definition is known as function header, and the body of the function is enclosed in curly braces. Here, return type. This denotes the type of the value that will be returned by the function. It is optional. A function can return one value or no value. The return type can be of any type, such as integer, float, double, long, etc. Next parameter is function name. Function name is the actual name of the function. It can be any valid name of C identifier. Next parameter is argument list. Argument list refers to the type, order, and number of the arguments of a function. A function can take any number of arguments or even number arguments. So these are the argument list. Next parameter is function body. Function body consists of variables and statements. The variables declared inside the function are known as local variables. The return statement is optional. It may be absent if the function does not return any value. The function definition can be placed anywhere in the program, but generally all definitions are written after the main function. So the function definition is written as, see the example, integer sum in bracket integer x comma integer y. This statement is the function definition. Now in this function definition we use int s equal to s plus y return x curly bracket close. So this is the example how to define function. Next is function declaration. Function declaration is also known as function prototype. Function declaration informs the compiler about the name of the function, number and type of the argument received by the function, and type of the value returned by the function. And this is the general format of function declaration. Now in this format we use return type, function name, argument list, and this function definition is written as int sum in bracket integer x comma integer y. Now this is the example of function declaration. Next is function call. Function is called by returning its name followed by the argument list inside the parentheses, and this is the general format of function call: function name and then argument list. Here in this format, argument 1 arg2, arg3 are called actual arguments, and a function name is known as the called function, while the function in which this function call is placed is known as calling function. When a function is called, the control passes to the called function, which is executed, and after this the control is transferred to the statement following function call in the calling function. This figure shows the transfer of control when two functions, function 1 and function 2, are called from main function. Now this first figure shows transfer of control when the function is called. The function is written as sum equal to sum in bracket a comma b. So we discuss one example to find the sum of two number using function. तो इस प्रोग्राम में हमने फंक्शन को डिक्लेयर कैसे करते हैं, फंक्शन को हम डिफाइन कैसे करेंगे, फंक्शन को हम कॉल्ड कैसे करेंगे और फंक्शन को हम कॉल कैसे करेंगे, तो ये सभी चीज़ें अभी तक इसके प्रीवियस लेक्चर में हमने स्टडी किया है, वो सभी इस प्रोग्राम में हमको दिखाई देंगे। तो सबसे पहले हमने एक फंक्शन को डिक्लेयर किया है int सम इन ब्रैकेट इंटीजर x कॉमा इंटीजर y। सम नाम के फंक्शन में हमने दो आर्गुमेंट्स यूज़ किए हैं, दोनों आर्गुमेंट्स ये इंटीजर टाइप हैं। उसके बाद मेन फंक्शन हमने यहाँ पे यूज़ किया है void main। इसमें हमने तीन वेरिएबल्स को डिफाइन किया है n1, n2 और s। अभी हमको दो वैल्यूज़ एंटर करना है क्योंकि हमारा जो प्रोग्राम है सम ऑफ टू नंबर्स। तो n1 और n2 में दो वेरिएबल्स में हम डेटा सबसे पहले इनपुट करेंगे, उसके बाद में हम फंक्शन को कॉल करेंगे यूजिंग दिस स्टेटमेंट s इक्वल टू सम ऑफ n1 कॉमा n2। नाउ दिस स्टेटमेंट इज़ यूज टू कॉल फंक्शन। उसके बाद में कॉल करने के बाद में जो भी एडिशन होगा उस एडिशन को हमको प्रिंट करना है, उसके लिए हमने printf स्टेटमेंट का यूज़ किया है। अभी हम फंक्शन को यहाँ पे डिफ़ाइन करेंगे और फंक्शन को डिफ़ाइन करने के लिए हमने क्लोजिंग करली ब्रैकेट के बाद में एक लॉजिक यूज़ किया है। दिस लॉजिक इज़ यूज टू डिफाइन अ फंक्शन इंटीजर सम ऑफ इंटीजर x कॉमा इंटीजर y, और इसमें हम दो नंबर का एडिशन करेंगे और एडिशन के लिए हमने यहाँ पे एक फार्मूला यूज़ किया है s इक्वल टू एक्स प्लस वाई। तो इस तरह से हम दो नंबर का सम करेंगे यूजिंग अ फंक्शन।